last lecture we studied the examination of semen. Examination of semen. Examination of semen can be grouped under the following: macroscopic and physical test. In macroscopic and physical test, we discuss first volume of color, second color of semen, third consistency of semen, and fourth specific gravity of semen. Last lecture. Next is the second microscopic test. In first counting of sperm. Microscopic test, it includes first counting of sperm by hemocytometer. So in these methods, the counting chamber consists of 16 big square. In this way, the counting chamber consists of the 16 big square divided into 256 with the small square. Again, in each small square, again divided into the 60. So the total is the 256 small square. The size of each small square, the size of each small square is about 1/4000 is the cubic centimeter, and height of the glass cover is 1/10 with the millimeter in the mm. So this counting chamber consists of the 16 big square divided into 256 small square, and size of each small square is 1/400 in the cubic centimeters, and height of the cover glass is about 1/10 mm. Therefore, the space required in the space available in each small square is about 1/4000 cubic millimeter. So the space of each small square is about 1/4000 is the cubic millimeters. Then semen dilution is made. Then semen dilution is to be made with 0.9 ml, 0.9% sodium. Semen dilution is made with 0.9% sodium chloride solution containing 0.01% mercury chlorides to suppress the motility of spermatozoa. Firstly, the dilution to be made 0.1 cc of semen. Firstly, the dilution is made 0.1 cc of semen to 9.9 cc of normal solution. So suppose it is prepared with the semen dilution. Firstly the 0.1 cc of semen to 9.9 cc of the normal solution. It is the about the 1:100. This suppose it is A. Then 1 cc from A. So suppose it is A. The 1 cc from A to 9 cc of normal solution. So the ratio is about the 1:1000. Then 0.2 cc from A to 9.8 cc of normal solution. The ratio is 1:5000. Then 0.1 cc from A to 9.9 cc of normal solution. So the ratio is 1:10,000. So the firstly the dilution to be made. Then it is better to add the eosine solution. Then it is better to add a eosine solution as a coloring matter to give the color of sperm for better visibility under a microscope. After dilution made, it is better to add a coloring matters like the eosine for giving the color to the sperm for better visibility, and with the help of the following formula we can calculate the number of sperms obtained in 1 cc of semen. Then the number of sperms in 1 cc of semen. Number of sperms in 1 cc of semen is equal to number of sperm counted. Number of sperm counted into 4000. So the 4000 is the space for the each small square into dilution factor into 100 divided by number of square counted. Number of square counted. So this is the first counting of sperm is done with the help of the counting chamber consisting 16 big square divided into 256 small square, and the size of the each small square is about the 1/400 cubic millimeters, and height is 1/10 millimeters, and therefore the space for the each small square is 1/4000 cubic meter. So with the help of the formula, number of sperm in 1 cc is available, we can determine the number of sperms in 1 cc of semen. So the first is the counting of sperm by chemocytometers. So there are again different two methods of also counting of sperms. Second method, motility of spermatozoa. Second, motility of spermatozoa. So the motility can be determined. The procedure of the motility: take 1 drop of semen. So the motility can be determined. Take 1 drop of semen sample just after collection and after properly mixing on a clean, dry, hollow ground slide and kept at body temperature. It is then examined under the low power and rated on the basis of swirling current, and we can after examine the swirling currents, the following interpretations can be observed. If there is no found any, this indicates that the semen having the no motility of spermatozoa. Interpretations. Then the plus, this indicates that the semen is having less than 20% of sperm showing progressive movements. Shows 20% in the progressive movements. 2 plus, this indicates that the semen shows 20 to 40% showing progressive motion but no wave. 3 plus, this indicates that semen showing the 54 to 60% showing progressive motion with wave, slow wave. 4 plus, this indicates that 60 to 80% showing progressive movements with wave more intense. And 5 plus, this indicates that 80 to 100% showing progressive motion with wave more intense. So this also is the quality of sperm. So here is the no motility. It is the bad quality semen. If the semen is the less than 20%, it is the poor quality semen. 20 to 40%, it indicates the fair quality semen. 3 plus, 44 to 60%, it is the good quality semen, 60 to 80%, it is a very good quality, and is the 5 plus is the 80 to 100%, it is the excellent quality of semen. So this is the motility of spermatozoa, and as a rule, that the 3 plus, that is mean the having the motility of the 44 to 60%, that semen is used for artificial insemination purpose. So this is the second, this is the motility of spermatozoa. Third, dead and live counts. So dead and live counts. So in semens, the semen containing the millions of sperms, and out of these some sperms are also dead. So in semens, how many sperms are dead and how much sperms are in the live. So these can be examined. This is the first. Prepare a mixture of 1 drop of semen. Prepare a mixture of 1 drop of semen with 1 drop of semen with 2 drops of UOC solutions. Procedure. So the 1 drop of semen is mixed with the 2 drops of 50% UOC solution in distilled water, and to this add 1 drop of 10% nigrosin solutions. So the procedure: take 1 drop of semen with 2 drops of 50% UOC solutions and 1 drop of 10% nigrosin, and mix well and keep it for 1 to 3 minutes. Then after properly mixing, take a drop of take a drop of mixture on a glass side and prepare a thin smear, and after preparing the thin smear, examine the slide under the microscope. At that time, the living spermatozoa or the live sperms becomes unstrained, while the dead spermatozoa strain pink against a brownish color. Care should be taken that to ensure that the semen and the strain are at the same temperature. So with the help of the living spermatozoa, it becomes unstrained, and with the dead sperms becomes the strain with the pink or the brownish. So we can determine the live and dead counts of the semen, dead spermatozoa and semen. And in the fourth, my morphological abnormalities. So the morphological abnormalities, see the normal structure of sperms having head, neck, middle piece and the tail. So it having the normal structure of semen. So the morphological abnormalities, the sperm may be abnormal with regards to head, neck, middle piece and tail. So the sperms may be abnormal with regards to particularly the head. The heads having microhead means the sperms having the small head, megahead the sperms having the large heads, double head. So these sperms, the sperms having the microhead, megahead, double head and altered shape including narrow pear shape, these are also considered as abnormal sperms. So the first with regarding to the head, neck, second with regarding to the neck, this is the neck may be rupture or absence of attachment to the head. So first is the head of the, these are the microhead, this is the megahead, so these are having the double heads. So these are the abnormal. Like with regarding to the neck, with the rupture or attachment to the head, fixation misplaced at one side and presence of protoplasmic droplets, these are also considered as abnormal sperms. Next, with regarding to the middle piece, with regarding to the middle piece, it includes the narrowed, enlarged, coiled. So sometimes the middle piece becomes in the coils, narrowed, enlarged, coiled at anterior ends. These sperms is also considered as abnormal sperms. And last, it is with regards to the tail. With regards to the tails, so the tails, these are the coiled at anterior ends. Suppose is the coiled at anterior end, broken at the junction with midpiece, broken at the junction with midpiece, looping, these are also considered as the abnormal sperms. The number of abnormal sperms are influenced by variety of reasons. So number of sperms are abnormal due to the variety of reasons that includes the first season of the years. So the number of sperms are the particular reasons is the season of the year. So what is the season of the year? So it is very high in rainy seasons. During rainy season, very high in the rainy seasons during May and June in young bulls, while it is very high in summer in old bulls. So the first is the reasons of the season of the years. Second, previous collections. Previous collections, so the humans can be preserved for the longer periods. So we having, and in the next tell the methods of collections. Method of collection. So the methods of collections. So it is the minimum in AV methods. So in AV methods, there is the minimums in the sperm abnormalities and high in the spawn method. So this number of sperms may be abnormal due to the variety of reasons. It includes the season of the year. Next is the previous collections and the methods of collections. Normally, in case of the bulls, the semens can be collected by the AV methods. So in the AV methods, the less minimum the sperms abnormalities. In general, the bull semen, the percentage of abnormal sperm do not exceed 15 to 20%. So in bull semen, the abnormal sperms do not exceed 15 to 20%, and the presence of more than 2 to 3% of spermatozoa with proximal protoplasmic droplets is also considered as abnormal. So these are the microscopic examinations. So the microscopic examinations of semen is first it is the counting of sperms. Second, motility of spermatozoa. Third, dead and live counts. And fourth, morphological abnormalities. So second, we can discuss first is the microscopic and the microscopic test. Next lecture we study the third is the chemical test. Thank you.